Hi guys. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my labor experience, how it went down. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, hi fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's the average Nigerian girl. Adapt, subscribe and join the family. If you're a returning subscriber, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for your support. See, but let's go straight to this video because the gist is hot. So first of all, I want to start with saying that the way I plan my labor is that I will be in the house when I'm 8 cm. Okay, so maximum dilatation or full dilatation is actually 10 cm. That's when they now tell you to push, it's 10 cm. So I'm like, okay, my husband, who's a doctor, will be monitoring me. When I'm 8 cm, I will go to the hospital so that 2 hours later I'll have delivered, and then blah 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 blah. It did not work out like that. It did not happen like that at all. First of all, I was induced. Labor did not start spontaneously. Upon everything I did, I drank castor oil, I did exercise, I walked from Jerusalem to Jericho, and labor did not start. I ate dates that they said help labor. I did yoga, fam. I did yoga, and the labor refused to start. They did my brain sweep for me. The labor still refused to start. So at 41 weeks plus 3 days, I was medically induced. So I went to the hospital in the morning, and then I was told to do some tests, including an ultrasound, to do something called a biophysical profile to make sure that the baby can take the stress of induction. If the biophysical profile, of course, I'm going to be giving you health tips because, that's what we do here. If the biophysical profile is not good, then they'll just do a cesarean section and bring out your baby, because it doesn't make sense for you to go through labor and then something happens to the baby. The most important thing at the end of the pregnancy process is to have the mother okay and the baby okay, no matter how the woman delivered, whether it's cesarean section or vaginal delivery. So I did the biophysical profile, and the problem with the ultrasound was that the baby's estimated weight was 4 kg. And this is my first pregnancy. Okay then, but my doctors are like, you're tall, so it shouldn't be a problem, and then your tummy doesn't look like the baby is 4 kg like that. It doesn't look that big, so we're still going to go ahead with this since every other thing is okay. Then the second thing I had to do was to get a cardiotocograph. It also monitors the child's heartbeat and makes sure that everything is okay. So all of this took a while, and eventually my labor induction started by 3 p.m. The way they did the induction was that they put in misoprostol for me. There are different ways of doing it. They can use oxytocin. That's what people refer to as the hot strip. They can give you misoprostol to swallow, or they can insert it vaginally. Then also they can put a catheter into the cervix to try to expand it. This is for women who have given birth before. Usually it's not usually done for people who is their first, for people that are going through pregnancy for the first time. So for me, the one that was done for me was putting the misoprostol in there. So it was put in, and I stood on the bed, I was sitting with my mother, I was having small contractions. Now at this point I'll say that I had planned to get an epidural, which is pain relief for pregnancy really. A tube is put into your spine, and then drugs are put in there to help relieve labor pains. I had planned to get it, but by the time I was having those small contractions, I was like, this thing is not a big deal. Okay, I can do this. I'm no longer doing the epidural, natural labor. Let's go there. So after 6 hours I was checked again, and there was small progress. I started with my cervix closed, but then it was soft, and the baby's head was still high up. The baby's head had not come down. Now you need the baby's head coming down to push the cervix and help it open up. Then it's also usually they assess your cervix to make sure it's favorable for the induction of labor. My score was not bad. Okay, they want the cervix to be soft, not firm. They want the os to be opened a bit. They don't want it closed. Mine was closed anyway. They don't want it to be long. It's supposed to be, as it's expanding, let's say it was like this before, as it's expanding into, this is called effacement, and open up, something like that. So, and then the baby's head coming down also helps make progress of labor faster. So after the first check, the baby's head had come down a little, but the cervix was not still open. It was just admitting a tip of the finger. Now I'm supposed to go from that 0. Remember, the maximum, the full dilatation is 10 cm. So 10 cm is where we are going. So we put in the second dose of the misoprostol around 9 p.m. Fam, I thought I was having labor pain. I was not having labor pain that first time. That was when the real pain started, but it was going small, mounting in intensity, small. So I was playing music, put on earphone, I was playing music, I was singing to my Lord and praying in tongues and just generally saying, I can do this. If this is it, I can do this. But I was like, with this amount of pain, by my next check, more dilatation for don't increase, because I was seriously contracting. When they came to check me after 6 hours, I said this was 9 p.m. So the next time that she came was around, I think she came around what time? Like 6 hours later, 6 hours later. That was when she came. I think that would be like around 3 a.m. Yeah, it was around 3 a.m. ish. At that point, she was like, oh, are you contracting? That's my doctor. I said, yes, I was contracting. She checked, monitored the contractions, everything. Said, yes, this is good contraction. With the way you're contracting, you would have gone far. That's where the problem started. She put in her finger to do vaginal examination, and I had not gone anywhere. I was still 2 cm. The only thing was that the baby's head had come down. Hey, whoa, child. I was, oh God, oh my God. I was so, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt so horrible. I was like, after 6 hours, you're telling me that, yeah, what I heard was that there had not been any progress. That was honestly what I heard. But she told me, okay, she won't put in another dose of misoprostol, that the contractions I'm having is good and the baby's head is coming down. She tried to encourage me, and then I was giving pentazocine to help with the pain. It helped. I was still feeling the pain, but it reduced the intensity. So I was able to sleep. I don't know, that sleep was a mistake. I slept for like an hour plus. From when I woke up around 5 a.m., it's like my body had forgotten the intensity of the pain before because of the drug that I was given, and the drug was now wearing off. From that 5 a.m., your sister started shouting in the ward. And my next check was supposed to be like 7 a.m. ish, and this is 5 a.m. Those 2 hours were the longest hours of my life. Literally, I'm not joking. They were the longest hours of my life. I was shouting, I was screaming. I finished Jesus' name in the word. Around 7 a.m. when she came to check me, she checked and then she told me that after how many hours? She mean from 3 to 7 is like 4 hours. After 4 hours, I was still 3 cm. Your girl started crying. I said, I'm tired. I am tired. How can you tell me that I'm still 3 cm? What do you mean by I'm still 3 cm? She said, don't worry, that the labor is progressing, that the baby's head has really come down. I said, what are you talking about? Now, labor is between 0 to 4 cm is considered passive labor. Then between 4 to 10 cm is considered active phase of labor. Now, that 0 to 4 cm, it can happen over days. But once you're 4 cm, your progress, that's when you've started an active phase of labor. So it's expected that you should be dilating 1 cm on the average till 10 cm. So that's still 6 hours left. So I thought about it. I was like, 3 cm, 3 to 4 cm. She said the 4 cm is management. Like, it is being very nice to tell me that I'm 4 cm. And I thought about it. Okay, let's even assume I'm 4 cm. I still have 6 hours of this pain. And that was when I said, nah. No. I called my anesthetist. I said, I want epidural. She said, why didn't I call them since? How long have I been in labor? Because I had told him that I was going to be induced. I was going to the hospital. I was going to be induced. So I was supposed to call for them to come and put it earlier. He said, you will not be cooperative by this time because of the amount of pain you're feeling. I was crying on the phone. He was like, with the way you're crying on this about this pain, you will not be cooperative. I said, me, I'll be cooperative. Anything you want me to do, I will do. I'm sure my colleague was like, why was doing this one? They said, fine, okay, when they move you down to labor ward, we will put in the epidural. Eventually, I was moved down to labor ward and they put in the epidural. Guys, there's a difference. So there is a difference between epidural and natural labor. The way my epidural was done, the pain was taken away, but I still knew when I was having contractions. When I'm having the contractions, I'll feel a pressure down in my pelvis. Then I'll know that I'm having contractions. So at the point where they put in the epidural, a few minutes later, let me not say seconds, but it felt like seconds, the pain disappeared. Jesus Christ, all my drama, all my shouting. In fact, when I came down to labor ward, and because the doctor upstairs had been on call through the night and she wasn't the one in labor ward that day, they now said they were going to assess me, that's do another vaginal examination. I said, who? People should use the one that they used upstairs. I'm just coming from upstairs now, be managing it. Nobody should touch me. Now, once you enter active phase, the vaginal examination is supposed to be done 4 hourly. So they now said fine, around 11 they will check me again. I said, better for you people, because nobody is touching me at all. And that time they had not put in the epidural, so I was still very irritated and in a lot of pain. So I was very, very dramatic, even to check my BP, because they needed to do vital signs since I was moving from one ward to another. It was by management, because I wanted to tell them, please, people should just use the one they did upstairs, but I was like, now they should do their own. So I just said, just do it and leave me alone. Everybody should leave me alone. Let me be shouting with backward. So they put in the epidural and I felt so much relief. I am officially a fan of epidural. That pain was just not necessary at all. It was not necessary. If you ask me tomorrow, today, forever, get an epidural. Seriously. I did have a slight reaction to the drugs. I was shivering for a while, but it eventually stopped, and that shivering is nothing compared to the pain relief that I felt. At that point, I was not just because my mother was with me. I was not just with my mother, just with everybody, just laughing. Around 11:30, they came and checked me, and they said I was 6 cm. I was like, I didn't even feel bad. Like, you were 3 cm and now you're 6 cm. It's not so fast. I was like, whatever. I'm not having any pain, so there's no problem. Okay. I was chilling in my labor and I'm pressing my phone. Then something now happened. Around 12, the doctor asked me if I had peed, and I said no. So he said, no, you have to pee, because if the bladder is full, the baby's head won't be able to go down. So go and pee. So I stood up and I tried to pee, and it was just not working out. So I told him, I'm not feeling pressed though. And yes, epidural can actually knock out that feeling of being pressed. So I said, I'm not feeling pressed, and I really have tried. I'm not able to pee. So he now said, fine, he was going to put in a catheter for me. So he tried to put in the catheter, and it felt like the baby's head was blocking the catheter going in. So he now put in his hand to try and raise the baby's head and drained urine, and now found out that your girl was fully dilated. I was suddenly 10 cm in like an hour 30 minutes. I was like, what? This woman is fully dilated though. So he now said that once, and the baby's head was really down, He now said that once I feel the urge to bear down, in layman's term, the urge to shit, I should tell him. So like within 10 minutes, I told him I really feel like going to toilet. So he now said fine, came and checked, everything was okay. They could see the baby's head. That's called crowning. They could see the baby's head. So they told me, okay, this is what you're going to do. When the next contraction comes, push out your baby. It's like, when you're constipated and you're trying to push it out, that's exactly what you're going to do. So I opened my leg, got ready, and when the next contraction came, I pushed. It did not work. I pushed the second time and my baby's head came out and everything was okay. I think within 15 minutes of being fully dilated, I delivered sometime, I think they said 12:59. Yeah, 12:59 or something like that, like to one within 30 minutes of being fully dilated, I delivered. And after delivery, the placenta came out and I had to have an episiotomy. So after delivery, they had to suture it back, but I had an epidural and he also gave me local anesthetic, so I really didn't feel it, even though I was feeling the needle going in. So I was still complaining that they should come and top off the epidural. So after all of that, I had my baby and we were fine. Okay, and glory to God, glory to Jesus, we were fine. So what is the moral lesson? Get you an epidural. Plan it with your doctors. Tell your doctors that you want an epidural. There's no need to go through that pain. It's absolutely unnecessary, to be honest. So I did have the experience of labor, and I had the experience of epidural until tomorrow. My choice is epidural any day, anytime. So I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video because it helps YouTube algorithm to push out the video and show it to more people. And comments, tell me what you think in the comment section and share this video with your friends to help our channel to grow. And if you've not subscribed, what you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe and join the family. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.